I'm happy to be in front of you in the afternoon. So the topic that is given to us is, does the future really play out in Africa? So before talking about this kind of future, we should tell the story of Africa. The continent Africa was very loving in peace in the story, but after the coming of the colonialists, the disorder came and things became bad. So Africa has got many resources, but how to manage them? How will Africa overcome in the future so that the future of the world depends on it? Thank you.
It makes me so laugh, makes me cry, and makes me so sick when I listen to people talk about the future is playing out in Africa. Chairman of jury, members of jury, followers, honorable guests, a very good afternoon for you and all present here. I am Kouakoua of Kajensi. I take this great opportunity to take this microphone to present to you my view in against the following topic: is the future playing out in Africa? Thank you.
So Africa is a great country with 30.4 kilometers squared. Africa is a bigger country with in the underground many resources that can help us to overcome, to do many things we want to do. There are gold, diamonds, and many things else. So how do we manage these resources? Because the Europeans, the Americans, the Asiatics has finished their development. It's the African that they want to develop. But what is our part in this development? So that is the problem. The future of the world depends on Africa's resources. They use all their resources, and the rest is our resources that we should use. Thanks.
We're going to talk about raw materials, researches, sources, energy, and means, all things that we can find here in Africa. So everybody knows that the future of the nation or the continent depends on its youth. Today, let's just see the education of young people here in Africa. School systems are so poor, and without means in a lot of African countries. Points are not earned, but they can be bought. Just see how we are forming, how we are training people in Africa. So we're going to talk about those things that we have. So who's going to exploit, even if we are unable? We're unable. Today, education, you can find, we produce half alerts years after years because corruption is too much now with school systems. Thank you.
Okay, we just have to know that Africa is a continent that got the most young men. So when you use the pyramid of age, we just see that the base is long and it's large. So don't say that. We have many resources, human resources, that is very important for us. Because the base of a development of a continent or a country is the human resources. And after that come the mineral resources and the other resources. And Africa has got many. And when we take the example of the politics, we've got men that can develop the politics. But the problem is what? They doesn't focalize themselves, they don't focus themselves on what is the politics system. That's the problem.
Today we talk about politics. So we know that here in Africa we're going to talk about politics because leaders of countries, those who are leading countries, I think there is nothing good that we can draw there. Because today we just see in our countries leaders what they often do, just to change the constitution every year. They don't want to leave to resolve the power because what? So if we talk about the future in Africa, so at first also leaders of countries, those are leading. Are they leading in good ways? Are they doing their best to form and to train so good the youth so that the country go on, so that the continent go on? So how can we talk about the future is playing out in Africa while those are leading countries, those who are taking care of people, are not doing their jobs in God completion, or they are not doing what they want, they have to do?
Yes, you're right on that point. But you just have to know that it depends on our mindset. We should develop our mindset if we want to make better in Africa. So that is the problem. And I will not stop by there, but I will give you an example. Formerly, when the Europeans come in Africa, they said there were no roads, no water, no electricity, so they can do nothing. But this kind of thinking is called Afro-pessimistic. Because as there is no roads, there is no water, there is no electricity, everything should be made. So we've got many capacities. There are many things that we should do in our country. And when I'm talking about my friend, like my Liberian friend, where I say they want to go, stay and develop your country so that your country becomes better than the average country. Thanks.
You're saying we are going to do it. So, when are we going to do that? Time is going far. We're spending time. We're doing nothing. Every year's president, leaders, they often say what we're going to do, we're going to change, we're going to do. But what are they doing? Nothing at all. Nothing is changing. So today we talk about here in Ivory Coast, we talk about microbes. Those people are making crimes. So the insecurities in Africa, and the insecurity is never far from Africa talking points. So do you think that if those people have got jobs, have got places to work, can they do crimes? Can they do those things that they're doing? Can they spend their time doing crimes if they are working, if they have got something to feed their family, to take care of their family? I don't think so. If they're doing that because they don't have places to work.
Okay, today when you talk about the most developed country, we just think about United States. But there, you're not going to tell me that there is not insecurity there. The insecurity in United States is bigger than here in Ivory Coast. So it doesn't depend on what they do in the country, but it depends on the mindset of the population and the leaders of the countries. Don't stop by there. Let's go so far. When you talk the Sahara, the desert, there are many things there that we can do to develop. Because now we're talking about the solar energy. That is very big in the Sahara, and that doesn't exist anywhere in the world. So you know that I'm not against it. I'm saying truth.
Today you will talk about Sahara. I'm gonna not spend my time by coming in with those things that I've already said. Today when we talk about, we have got resources, we have got raw materials, we have got all things that you have just said. We have got it. I do agree with you on writing papers. Have we already explored it by ourselves? I don't think so. It is other things, Europeans, Americans, Chinese people, those who often come and exploit it because of why? We don't have the knowledge. You know why? The later school systems are so poor. So today we have got booming people in Africa. Booming people means that we must have mouths to feed. And we must take care of those people. But what we often see, we have got just anger is everywhere in Africa. Things are not changing.
Okay, thank you. As you said, the school system is very poor. I don't say no. But what do you do to develop this school system? You an engineer, and tomorrow you work. What will you do to develop this system? You've got a real part in the development of your country, and you just have to develop it. So, as you want or know the future of the world, is playing out in Africa. That is my point of view. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, you're saying that I gotta go part. I know that I have to do, but we have got a lot of people, those who have got those scholarships, they go and learn. When they come up here, they don't have got places to work. They don't work, but they have got knowledge. So you say, I know that I have got a lot of things to do to change it, but if I got knowledge and I don't have a place to do, what I'm going to do? I'm going to just stay home, nothing to do. I don't have a good place. So I'm going to say that we have got a lot of things, but we have to change our mind. We have to take care of a lot of things that if we want to go far, if we want to talk about the future one day here in Africa. Okay, thank you so much for your listening. I raise my case.